Back with another video for you today, and Caron has a new fragrance that was launched for men recently, just a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so, called Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis. I actually just received it. I ordered it from the Caron website because nobody was selling it here in the States. So I ordered it, and the shipping was less than 2 weeks. It was probably around a week to a week and a half because I kind of lost track. So I'm doing a first impressions video here, and I'm going to tell you all about this one. So if you're curious to learn about this new latest men's fragrance from the house of Caron called Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. Yes, Caron is an older house, and they have several men's fragrances. They have the Yuzu, of course, the famous one, Caron Pour Un Homme de Caron. They have Yatagan, and then there's a few other fragrances. There's multiple flankers of Caron Pour Un Homme de Caron, but this is the latest fragrance, Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis. Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis is how you pronounce it. Not the best in French, obviously, but I'm doing my best, even though my grandmother used to teach me French when I was a little kid. But before I get to the opening, the unboxing, and my first impressions of this, if this is your first time tuning into my channel and you still haven't subscribed, there's a subscribe button below. Please click that, and also click the bell icon so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So who is a fan of this house? Caron? Classic French house. Recently, I think they were sold to a new owner. I think they were having some struggling times, and actually apparently there was a store in New York City, a Caron boutique that actually closed. So I do enjoy the fragrances. My dad was a fan of the Caron Pour Un Homme de Caron, and I love the way that one smells. But you know, Yatagan is also great. Their Yuzu is nice. There's a few others that I don't own. I should probably get and you know, talk to you guys about it. But this is their first men's fragrance for a while. I think that's not a flanker. I know there was something that came out last year, but I don't remember it. But if you're a fan of this house, let me know. And if you've sampled Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis, let me know as well. So let's go ahead and open this box up. I'm quite impressed with the presentation of how this came. This is the box that was that's how it came. It was wrapped in bubble wrap, and then it was in a box, of course, for cushion. And it has their name on it, obviously, which is awesome. I like the presentation, but you know, I felt like this was a lot of stuff in here. So very interesting. Look at the box. Lots of stuff in here. Paperwork galore. And I'm smelling some stuff. I'm smelling soap. So obviously there's a letter in here. No, this is the receipt. So that's the receipt. And this is some info about the fragrance, the creation, and all that good stuff, which is great. They even have the notes wheel here. I didn't even look at this. I didn't write down notes, but I went to their website and took down notes for the fragrance. Here we have an envelope. I'm not sure what's in here, but let's go ahead and look. The fact that I can't read, I'll have to do it later. Okay, wow, the box. Look at what's inside. They have packed this to the rim, and I only ordered the actual fragrance, and I ordered a refill of it because I wanted to see what that's all about. But inside it, they've supplied a bunch of samples. This soap, Pour Un Homme de Caron soap, which I didn't even order. That's fantastic. I love the smell. The lavender is awesome. So I'm gonna go right to the fragrance. There's even a sample of the new fragrance, Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis. Very interesting that I did not request these and it was delivered with it. So I'm assuming this is the fragrance here. I ordered the 125 ml bottle, which is 98 euros. Shipping was not too expensive. It was around 20 euros, I believe. And as I said, it came really quickly. I'm surprised they sent me all of the stuff that I'm showing you. So here is how the fragrance looks. Nicely cellophane wrapped. Of course, the name is on it. This is a 2020 launch, by the way. Eau De Toilette concentration. And the prices were a 75 ml, 75 euros. And 125 ml, which this is, it's 98 euros. All the fragrances from this house, the men's fragrances, I think they do come in 75 ml, but I have all their fragrances in 125 ml bottles. So it's actually more juice, less price, which makes it really much better for us because we get more juice for a similar price of a regular, you know, designer fragrance or something. This is considered a woody, spicy fragrance. I've never smelled it yet. I'm going to read you the notes first. Notes: the top, you got grapefruit and ginger. In the heart, hazelnut and vetiver, base, tobacco, and tonka beans. From what I've read online, it's supposed to be a vetiver scent. Who loves vetiver? Are you a fan? But I never saw vetiver with hazelnuts. And hazelnuts, I usually, is not so popular in the States. I usually see it in chocolate candies in Europe. Here, not so much. We have peanuts and pecans here more as a popular nut. So it's nice to see hazelnuts in a fragrance. Obviously, it makes sense. It's a European or French brand. Okay, cellophane is off. You can see it a little more clearly. I'm assuming the color of the packaging kind of tells us what we're going to get into, the kind of smell. It's earthy, it's woody. Obviously, it's known as a woody, spicy fragrance. So very interesting presentation. They have a little bit of information on how to refill. I got to put that aside. You know, when they don't have white in here, which means they have paid close attention to the detail and they've added color to it, that actually makes it look like a little more, you know, of course, attention to detail. They've put some thought into creating the fragrance. Now here, not only do I have this that was on the top, here on top of the bottle, there's something on here as well. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not going to be able to read what's on these sheets, but I should probably put them on and read to you, but I'll do that at the end. But it looks like it's how you refill the bottle. So the bottle itself is quite nice. Of course, it is kind of similar to the previous bottles, as you can see here. And this, of course, is a refillable bottle because I did buy a refill of it. So they're making it easy for you to buy refills and, you know, refill the juice if it runs out. Let's open up the refill bottle and then we'll go ahead and smell. So the refill comes in here, but it seems like less juice. So I don't know why this one is not so heavy, but maybe it's in a cheaper bottle, and then this one is heavier because it's all glass. Let's see what's going on with this one. Aha! So I see why it's lightweight, because it's a canister, and then you have a little bit of a funnel. It's one of those cheap funnels that they are providing nowadays. Killian's doing this as well now, but this is fine. If I ever run out, I can pour that in, which is kind of cool. I like that. So let's go to the juice. Let's smell it. I'm not wearing anything. Very first spray. Are we going to get hazelnuts and vetiver, which is what I hear. For notes, there's grapefruit and ginger at the top. In the heart, hazelnuts and vetiver. And the base, tobacco and tonka beans. So according to my notes, the standout notes are the hazelnuts and vetiver, which is what Caron is highlighting on their main page for this fragrance. So let's go ahead and see what it's all about. So immediately I'm getting a nutty, vetivery, ambery quality. I'm smelling it now. It's spicy. So for me, there's some really good stuff about it. There's something metallic about it that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. I smelled it once when I took a whiff. It kind of left. Definitely smoky. I do get the tobacco. This would have been perfect for the tobacco video I recently did, and if you haven't caught that, please do. But, you know, I get cinnamon, lots of cinnamon. Cinnamon or cloves, almost like a chai. Which is nice because it's considered a woody, spicy fragrance. I definitely agree. But you know, there's the nutty elements in there. Definitely nutty. So what I'm getting is the tobacco qualities, the vetiver qualities, the nutty hazelnut qualities, and of course ambery qualities. But once you get past those, I get spices. Like holiday spices, cinnamon and cloves. Wow. You know, this is totally nice. Blind buy. The only thing that's not that I'm not enjoying about this one is that whole metallic thing. There's something that I'm picking up here and there. Sometimes notes fuse together, kind of come off metallic and sharp. That part I'm not really enjoying, but it's a very, very minute detail about it. The other thing that I don't like about it, it's not that I don't like it, I like the way it smells. I gotta give it some try because I like tobacco, Tonka, I like all the notes in here. It sounds like it's gonna be a great scent. Once I get past that metallic quality, I think I'll be in love. But the only thing that's kind of also that might be slightly put-offish, which it shouldn't, because most fragrances that are in this level are Eau De Toilettes, and the fact that it doesn't have this density to it. And I like my fragrances to be kind of dense and potent, but it's the fact that it's Eau De Toilette and not Eau De Parfum or you know, like a pure perfume concentration, where it's going to be like significantly really heavy and dense and intense. But overall, first impressions, I quite like it. Only thing that's rubbing me the wrong way, as I said, is the whole metallic thing. I'm not sure what's causing that, but sometimes woods and things like that could come off very sharp and metallic. Also herbs and other notes that are kind of like meshed together. Now I'm getting some aromatic touches here. I'm not sure, almost like the Vetiver has a very aromatic vibe to it. But it's almost like there's other aromatic herbs in there in addition that that they have not listed as you know, as their notes list. But you know, it's generally a great scent. I enjoy it. I think it's going to be a great scent for fall, winter perhaps as well. But again, it's an Eau De Toilette. It's not going to be so strong or intense. But Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis is quite the lovely fragrance. So check it out if you do. I want to show you what else they've sent me here. They've sent me a ton of things, and I actually paid for this. This is not this was not sent to me by the brand, but maybe they know me. I don't know if they know me, but there's something else in here which I don't know what it is. Let's go ahead and open it up if I can. Wow. This seems like a mini fragrance. Oh wow. Looks like I've received a mini bottle of the same fragrance. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's amazing. So this all came free along with the 2 items that I bought, which is basically the refill and of course the actual bottle. But what else is in here? There is a bar of soap. Caron Pour Un Homme, the Caron bar of soap. That's fantastic. I love soap. Soaps are one of my favorite things. But there's also like a... I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Sorry, guys. So this one is... It's a shampoo. Caron Pour Un Homme, the Caron shampoo. I got the soap. And 3 samples in addition to the Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis sample here. Pour Un Homme de Caron sample. 3 Pour Un Homme de Caron samples. That's a lot of free goodies for just buying those fragrances, which is actually awesome. And it was packed really nicely, so the presentation was amazing. And here, this card does show you how you're going to refill the juice. Basically, that's what the card was. And there's one that's inside the box, and there was one, of course, on top of this, like this, as well. So I recommend buying, if you're in the the blind buy mode, you can buy this, but just be warned. It does go a little metallic, as I said. There is that whole metallic vibe with it, but once you get past that, the actual smell is great. And the fact that you're getting an Eau De Toilette, it's not an Eau De Parfum, and all that good stuff. But either way, I'm enjoying the fragrance. I'm gonna put it to use, and maybe I'll come back and do a full review of this fragrance. But in the meantime, have you guys sampled Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis from the House of Caron yet? Do you like it? What do you think about it? And what do you think about the notes combination if you haven't already sampled this particular fragrance? If you haven't, does it sound great to you that you're curious to sample it and enjoy it? Anyway, thanks so much for watching today's video on the new fragrance for men from the House of Caron called Aimez-Moi Comme Je Suis. Let me know if you have any questions or comments for me, please put it down in the comment section below. Otherwise, please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.